Right now on 12 News at 10.
A standoff in Scottsdale as police finally find the suspect in Thursday's shooting of a Phoenix police officer.
Your Phoenix Suns host the New Orleans Pelicans in Game 1 of the playoffs.
There's a chance of triple-digit heat and below-average temperatures all in the same week.
12 News at 10 starts right now. The manhunt for 35-year-old Nicholas Cowan is now over. Phoenix PD says a tip led to a standoff and his eventual capture. This all took place starting this afternoon near Scottsdale Road and Osborne in Scottsdale. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Mitch Carr. Let's get straight out to Michael Doudna. He was on the scene when the shooting happened Thursday afternoon. He is on the scene tonight for Cowan's capture. Michael, what have you learned?
Yeah, guys, it was an hour-long standoff here as police surrounded a home near 66th Street in Osborne in what was just an hour-long standoff. And witnesses here on the scene describe hours long of flashbangs, calls for him to leave and get out. And as you can see behind me, they say it all happened after a tip. Officers are still on scene here, and we expect them to be here throughout the evening as they try to piece together exactly what happened. But the big important news here is that roughly 80 hours after police say Nicholas Cowan shot at an officer, he is now in custody. Now, of course, all of this started back on Thursday near Beardsley Road around 10:30 in the morning. Police say during that initial shootout, we are learning for the first time that Cowan was hit multiple times before driving away. They say he got help from multiple people since that point in time, including an ex-girlfriend who police say is also now in custody. They say they believe he was at multiple locations before he ended up at this house on this evening where he was finally taken into custody.
Since this incident on Thursday morning, there has been a massive 24/7 operation to find Cowan. Detectives have gone without sleep and without time with their families on what, for some of us, is a holiday weekend.
So certainly there was a major concern for public safety, and that's why our detectives have been working, as the chief stated, around the clock over the last 80 hours. You know, some of these guys are my friends, and I can just see it all over their face. You know, they're tired. They haven't seen their families in 3 days.
As we have just demonstrated, you can run, but you can't hide. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but we are committed to pursuing justice for all victims of violent crime, including those who wear the badge and protect and serve.
Now, police say Cowan will face multiple charges here. However, they have not decided exactly what charges he will face. And although he is in custody, he is not behind bars tonight, as he is at a local hospital recovering from some of those gunshot wounds. Mitch, back to you.
Michael, you just mentioned that they're not sure exactly what they're charging him with. Certainly, one of the crimes he is accused of is shooting that female police officer. What is her status right now? Did the police mention her tonight?
Yeah, they actually did. They say she is still in the hospital. However, her condition seems to be stable enough that they're able to talk to her. They did actually inform her today that they captured the person who shot her. But for right now, although she is in the hospital, she does seem to be making improvements tonight.
And one more thing, Michael, you showed that map, and there is a great distance between where this happened near the 101 in Cave Creek and this Scottsdale address. Do they have any idea how he got from point A to point B, seeing that his car was found, that he was not in it?
Yeah, remember I mentioned that there was multiple people they say that may have been involved here. They made the arrest of the ex-girlfriend. Well, they also believe that there may be even more people that helped him move from location to location to location. That's the reason why they ended up serving search warrants on 4 different locations throughout the valley to try and capture this guy. And they believe he may have had help getting over to this house. Now, exactly who did that, how he got here, are still questions that will have to be answered in the coming days.
All right, that is Michael Doudna reporting live in Scottsdale. Again, the big news tonight, the fugitive Nicholas Cowan, suspected of shooting a Phoenix police officer, taken into custody tonight. Thank you, Michael. Switching gears now, the Suns' hunt for their first ever championship begins with a win. The Suns demolished the New Orleans Pelicans in Game 1 of their first-round playoff series, and we have live team coverage for you. Team 12 is all over Footprint Center. Josh Sanders is outside on the beach. Lena Washington is inside, but we're going to start here in studio with Cameron Cox. Hey, Cam.
Man, that beach looks kind of fun tonight. It was rocking today. Hey, these Suns, They didn't blink. After a week off resting and just practicing, the best team in the world picking right up where they left off. This felt like a typical Suns or just better playoff win. You showed up, Phoenix. Way to rally the Valley once again. Suns putting the pressure on them from the jump. Look at this. Chris Paul to steal, ahead to Devin Booker. 3-ball, corner pocket, nothing but net. I love CP3 here. It says, I got you, young fella. I see you. More running and gunning from the Suns. Off the miss. Ahead to Torrey Craig, who goes up top to Cam Johnson. Dunk contest engaged. Suns up 12. New Orleans could not keep up. Next possession, Book, playing like someone who should have been an MVP finalist. He had 12 points at the half. Money. Suns up 19. Ayton in full playoff mode. Boy, he was just running past the Pelicans all night. 21 points. But New Orleans cut it to an 8-point game going into the fourth. Then the closer took over. Few in the NBA can read a room better than CP3. Boy, he picked his spots, waited till the team really needed him, put him on their back, scored or assisted on 19 straight points in the fourth quarter. Everyone on their feet. Larry Fitzgerald cheering along right there next to Suns owner Robert Sarver. And the Suns go on to win Game 1. 110-99 the final. They take a 1-0 series lead. CP3 and Book combined for half of the Suns' points and 18 of their 25 assists. Suns shot nearly 54% from the field, meanwhile holding the Pelicans to under 40%. Yes, it was that kind of night for the Suns. Let's get some post-game reaction. Lena Washington live courtside with more. Hey, Lena.
Hey, Cam. Yeah, the point god is risen on this Resurrection Sunday. We saw a special performance from CP3, and how about this fun nugget from ESPN? At 36 years old, he'll be 37 in 2 weeks. CP3 is the oldest player in postseason history to record 30 points and 10 assists in a game. The last guy to do it was our hometown favorite, Steve Nash, when he took the Suns to the Western Conference Finals in 2010. Now that the Suns are back in the playoffs for the second year in a row, head coach Monty Williams put it simply, he's grateful for CP3.
I don't think I've been around anybody like Chris that just has that innate feel for that time. He does a really good job of not injecting himself into the game when he hadn't had a shot. And then he has a feel for the offense being a bit stagnant, or we've turned it over, or we just didn't get good shots, and then he just goes into his mix.
I mean, that man's a true competitor, a true winner, and he wants it that bad. So you can see it in his demeanor, you can see it in his walk. So it shouldn't surprise anybody. You know, he's built for these moments.
And the Suns are eager to watch film from tonight's game so they can prepare for Game 2, which will be right here at Footprint Center on Tuesday at 7. And then it heads to New Orleans. Team 12 will be there with coverage you won't find anywhere else, so stick with us as the Suns continue their run at their first NBA championship. Live at Footprint Center, I'm Lena Washington, 12 Sports.
Thanks a lot, Lena. Don't go anywhere. We'll check back with you on 12 Sports tonight here in about 20 minutes. All right, Game 2 is Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here in downtown Phoenix. Of course, we'll have live pre- and post-game coverage right here on 12 News as we get you set. Hopefully the Suns take a 2-0 series lead. And as Lena said, we're going to the Big Easy for Games 3 and 4. Could not wait. Game 3, of course, Friday at 6:30. Game 4 is Sunday at 6:30. Our coverage from the Big Easy will begin Wednesday night when the Suns arrive in New Orleans. Of course, here's a look at the Western Conference playoffs after one game each. Suns, Jazz, Warriors, Timberwolves, all taking an early series lead. It is very early in all of this. If the Suns can handle their business, they will face either Dallas or Utah in the second round. Mitch, it was just a lot of fun to watch those guys play. They didn't look rusty at all whatsoever. Sure, New Orleans is a tough team, so no matter what, they're going to keep it close. At some point in the game, they're going to make a run. But as you saw, too much firepower for the Suns.
I'm going to need Lena to bring me back some beignets. I'm already looking ahead to Game 3 and 4.
Gumbo.
Yeah.
Shrimp, crawfish.
Bring it on back.
Yeah, all back.
Well, like you said, Cam, dominant Game 1 win. The fans didn't need to be told multiple times to rally the Valley. They are rallying, and Team 12's Josh Sanders was out there at the newly christened Rally Beach outside of Footprint Center as fans cheered the team to victory.
Well, fans at the Rally Beach were hyped. The Suns actually brought out San, a DJ, and big screen to watch the Suns take that step towards NBA glory.
Home court advantage, baby.
The crowd is just wild, so I'm ready for these playoffs. I can't even put it into words because this city needs this team to win a championship, and this is by far their best chance.
It's new. Last year, there was really no place for everybody to go if you weren't at the game, so this is cool. It's probably going to be good as we continue this whole thing through the run.
This is dope, bro.
Part of the home, baby. Let's
Next
go.
time I know to bring my kids. If my baby mama's watching this, I'm at work.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be this.
Yeah, you made it all the way last year, and then you didn't win, but now this year, redemption.
Now it's just more of a rally now with people showing up. It's good. I mean, it's fun. You know, it's really a hype, and it's nice.
I mean, right now, this is a joy. It's a joy, an absolute treasure, a treat. I mean, what else can we do? We can sit here, fans. Oh my God. What else can I do? What else can I say? Go Suns.
We're built for this. We were built for this. We're built to be here.
And the team certainly is built for this moment. The Suns will be doing this every home game. Not only do we have the Rally the Valley, but we now have a beach rally. In downtown Phoenix, Josh Sanders, 12 News.
All right, Josh, thank you very much. Now, to stay on top of all things Suns, make sure you are getting our 12 News alerts. We will update you on everything you need to know as the series continues, plus real-time score updates and post-game analysis. The 12 News app is free in the App Store. Now, coming up next on 12 News at 10, Christians celebrated Easter around the world. We look at some of the gatherings around the valley. And we have liftoff, the rocket that just entered space, all to help navigate our oceans.
And we hit the low 90s in the valley. We have mild temperatures through the overnight hours, and we are talking about some high heat to kick off the work week. You can see just how quickly things heat up tomorrow. I'll let you know when they finally cool down.
Yeah, that high heat's for the Suns, Jamie, and I'm Cameron Cox. Coming up next on 12 Sports Tonight at 10:30, nobody has more on the Suns in the playoffs than we do. We're going to take you back out live to the Footprint Center. More post-game reaction from the Suns' Game 1 win, plus our insider goes big picture on this series. And the story behind the pregame hype, we're going to take you inside the tunnel, inside the Suns' really cool pregame huddle with JaVale McGee. And we catch up on the rest of the day in sports. D-backs diving for wins, but it doesn't help. See you on 12 Sports Tonight at 10:30.
12 News at 10 is coming right back.